Put your hands on the back of your head. What? Put your hands on the back of your head now.
Police body cam is about to capture what a police dog does next.
Right now. Put your hands on the back of your head now. Right now. Fora.
You hear the call. Here is what the police dog viciously does.
Fora, hey, Rocco, here. Hit. Rocco, here.
I said fucking go.
Here. Hit. Rocco, no, Rocco.
Did I tell you?
Rocco, here.
A tad confused, no? Poor Rocco does not see anyone acting out or that poses a threat, so he just sort of runs looking for that person, we suppose. However, even with police praising dogs and local media writing up a storm for retired police dogs, like this dude named Havoc, well, it may be time to restructure the need. Vice News wrote, the four-legged cops are Instagram stars who visit schools and collect fawning comments on police department Facebook pages. Canada's Federal Police Service even holds contests for kids to name its canine recruits. When they die, the dogs are often mourned in elaborate public funerals. But the Washington Post's Christy E. Lopez wrote, not mentioned alongside images of cupcakes with paw print frosting was that Havoc's day job was to bite people upon command, or the reviews showing that St. Paul canines were routinely used on nonviolent offenders who were nearly always fleeing or hiding instead of threatening harm or displaying weapons, or that most people bitten were young black men, even a 12-year-old boy. The extent to which we have normalized and subsidized police departments' use of dogs to attack human beings should be chilling. The fact that we fawn over those same dogs at community events without a thought of whose bodies those dogs have bitten should be more chilling still. There may be a place for search and rescue bloodhounds and explosive sniffing dogs in a rational public safety system, but criminal apprehension dogs used to find and bite whomever the police tell them to need to be a part of the national conversation about ending unnecessary force. Lopez told Vice, it's such a metaphor for the way we whitewash policing. It's as if we're gaslighting ourselves. Why are we willfully ignoring that we pay our police department to buy and train dogs to attack humans? We do not count either the cost or the benefit, and we do not listen to people who have been harmed. We believe these IG accounts of these cute dogs, and so we have a grossly upside down sense of the cost and benefits of these canines. The Marshall Project wrote, these dogs whose jaws and teeth are strong enough to punch through sheet metal often produce severe injuries. Police employ them not only in emergencies but also for low-level nonviolent incidents. The dogs bite thousands of Americans each year, including innocent bystanders, police officers, even their own handlers, and there is little oversight nationally or in the states of how police departments use them. They add in their piece, dog bites cause more hospital visits than any other use of force by police, according to a 2008 academic analysis of 30 departments. Court records show cases often start as minor incidents, a problem with a license plate, a claim of public urination, a man looking for a lost cat. Although some departments like Seattle, Oakland, and St. Paul now have strict criteria about when dogs can bite, many continue to give officers wide discretion. The pressure from a police canine bite has been likened by one court to the force of being run over by a car. For decades, the canine industry contended that police dogs usually cause only minor injuries and bite for 10 to 15 seconds. The era of body cams and cell phone recordings show they often bite for much longer and cause significant injury. Police dogs routinely use force that unquestionably would be unlawful if used directly by a police officer. The dogs are overwhelmingly set on people suspected of crimes like burglary, car theft, trespassing, traffic violations, or fleeing from the police, and often used during political protests and immigration raids. Nor can we ignore any longer that police canines cause disproportionate and profound harm to Black and Latinx people. Our country has a long history of racialized use of canine violence, from dogs used to hunt fleeing enslaved people and terrorize civil rights protesters through the present day. Racial and ethnic disparities in police dog bites persist over time and across the country. Canine force reviews, like the decades-long examination of the LA Sheriff's Department, consistently show disparities. During one 6-month period, their canines bit only Black and Latinx people. In a 9-year nationwide study of emergency room visits for police canine bites, 42% of the approximately 33,000 bite victims were Black. If we are serious about beginning to atone for the disproportionate harm policing has caused Black and Latinx communities in this country, it is difficult to see how we can continue using police attack dogs.